Hi, I'm Joseph Hoffman, and in this lesson, we'll learn how to play the primary diatonic chords of F minor, and then I'll show you some ways you can improvise and create your own music in F minor. We'll finish with a little jam session where you and I will improvise together. Let's come to the piano to get started. All right, let's play and name all the diatonic chords from F natural minor. Before you play the chords, it can be helpful to just review the diatonic scale, F natural minor. Play this with me on your piano, just so you keep in mind where all the flats are. There are a lot of flats to keep track of. In fact, sometimes it's helpful to just think of where the white keys are. These are the only white keys in the key of F natural minor. The rest are all black. So now, here's our one chord. Go ahead and play these chords and name them out loud with me. F minor one chord, and then we'll step up to G diminished two chord. Go ahead and play and name each chord with me. A flat major three chord. Say that out loud. B flat minor four chord. C minor 5 chord. Play and say it. D flat major 6 chord. E flat major 7 chord. F minor 1 chord. Now pause and try that by yourself. Go through and play and name each chord one at a time, then press play to go on. Now, the cool thing about minor is you have options. Those are not the only notes we have available. That's natural minor, but we also have some choices with melodic or harmonic minor. It gives us the chance to raise either the 6th or the 7th or both as we create chords. So let's use melodic minor this time. So now our only two black keys will be here because both of these black keys will become raised for melodic minor, and this will give us all of our other chord options for minor. Play and name these with me. Now we have the one chord, same as before, F minor one chord. Now the two chord is different. Instead of that D flat, which creates a diminished triad, we could have a G minor for the two chord if we raise that 6th scale degree. And then for the 3 chord, remember that the E flat is also raised, making it E natural. So that creates this very spicy sounding augmented triad, A flat augmented. An augmented triad is formed when we have a major third plus another major third. That's augmented. So say out loud with me, A flat augmented 3 chord. Then the 4 chord. Also, we have this raised 6th scale degree, which makes a major 4 chord, B flat major 4 chord. The 5 chord also becomes major if we use melodic minor. So we would say C major 5 chord, D flat major 6 chord. Oh, sorry, that was for natural minor. I forgot that. We're using the raised 6th scale degree, so we'll have D diminished 6 chord, and then another diminished chord, E diminished 7 chord. Notice that when we're using melodic minor, we get 2 diminished chords in a row. The D diminished 6 chord, E diminished 7 chord, and then we're back to F minor 1 chord. Now, pause the video and try playing and naming all the diatonic chords we get from F melodic minor, then press play to go on. Now, let's do an improvisation together. For this improvisation, I want to challenge you to use natural minor part of the time and melodic minor part of the time, depending on the chords I'm playing in the accompaniment. So you're going to have to use your ear and keep track, or at least keep an awareness of what I'm doing. I'm going to play an accompaniment like this. when I'm playing those chords, I'd like you to use natural minor, because natural minor will sound good with what I'm playing here in this accompaniment, okay? This is kind of a 1 chord. I'm doing kind of a fancy arpeggio. Then I'm playing a 6 chord. And then I'm going to go to a major 4 chord. That major 4 chord will not sound very good with natural minor. So there, when I get to this chord, you hear these notes. You can hear how these, I'm also using notes from the melodic minor scale. And so when you hear that kind of brighter sound that melodic minor has, use your ears. When you hear me playing this part of the accompaniment, switch to melodic minor, because those notes will sound nice and play nicely with the notes that I'm playing. And then I'm going to go, after I play that, I'm going to go to a 5 chord. And when I'm on that 5-7 chord, also stay in the melodic minor scale. So here's the whole progression. I'm going to start with a 1 chord, and when you hear that, you're in natural minor. So here's natural minor, still natural minor. Then when you hear this, switch to melodic minor, stay in melodic minor. And then back to natural minor. When you hear me go back to that 1 chord, still in natural minor, still natural minor, now melodic. Still melodic. Now, don't stress too much about it. Your ears will be your guide. If you just trust your ears, and when you hear that brighter sound, know that's when you're going to switch to melodic minor. I think your ears you can trust. And if you play a note that just doesn't sound right, ask yourself, oh, wait, was I supposed to be doing melodic minor there? But remember, most importantly, when you improvise, there are no right or wrong notes. If you play a note that doesn't quite sound right, just go to the next one. You just move on, and you can use those kind of moments where you play a wrong note. And I put that in air quotes because, again, there are no wrong notes. You can turn a wrong note into a right note just by making that dissonance part of the music. If you just step to the next note, usually any dissonance can be resolved and just turn it into something that sounds interesting and just part of the music. Now, I'd like you to pause the video before we improvise, and I want you to just kind of practice doodling. You notice that my accompaniment kind of a flowing, beautiful, thoughtful kind of style. And so just experiment with some melodies you can create. Maybe you want to hold down your damper pedal to create kind of really moody, beautiful sound. Try making up some melodies in natural minor, and then practice switching to melodic minor. And what I like to think about is in groups of black keys. For example, when you're doing natural, you'll have a group of 2 black keys, 2 black keys. But then when you go to melodic, now you only have these 2 black keys in the group of 3, and these 2 black keys that were in the group of 2 will become natural. So pause the video and just practice doodling, creating some beautiful melodies. Whatever you like, let your creativity flow, and then press play, and we'll try improvising together. Okay, remember, you're going to start in natural minor for the first few patterns that I play, and then when you hear this major 4 chord, that's when you'll switch to melodic minor. But most importantly, have fun, relax, and just enjoy being creative and creating some music with me. Here we go. You can start playing whenever you want. Here's the first opening 1 chord. And Thanks for improvising with me. I hope that was fun, and I hope you'll keep experimenting this week on your own with improvising. You can use the Playalong track. If you're a premium member, you can get a track where I'll play that accompaniment along with you. And also, on your own, try adding, you can make up your own chord progression. My chord progression there was the 1 chord, the 6 chord, the major 4 chord, the major 5 chord. So 1, 6, 4, 5, but you can make up your own chord progression. You could go 1, minor 4, 6 to 5, or 1, 3, 4, 5. Mix and match chords both from natural and melodic minor. See what chord progressions sound good to you, and then you can turn it into an arpeggio. I just made that up. You can make up your own music using simple chords. And now that you know about scales and chords, use it to create your own music. I hope you enjoyed improvising with me, as well as learning about the diatonic chords of F minor. I hope you'll continue to experiment with creating music and improvising in the key of F minor this week. Have fun exploring all the possibilities offered by mixing and matching chords from both natural and melodic minor. Happy practicing, and see you next time.